Okay, so here's a quick review of my 2019 Ultra Limited M8. It's just had its 8,000 kilometre service done. At 5,000 kilometres I got the oil transfer from the gearbox you see there over into the primary. So they installed the vent kit, and now I've done another 3,000 kilometres, and so far there's been no transfer. It's a bit hard to see the vent that they've put in, but it is down here. The vent kit is down there. Seems to have worked so far. So far, all in all with the bike, pretty happy with it. I had to get these Kuriakin adjustable passenger pegs because I have a 8-year-old boy who can't quite reach the pegs, so he likes to get on the back and come for a ride with his dad, which is great. So for anyone who's got a short partner or young kids and the legal requirement is for him to reach the pegs, those Kuriakin 3-way adjustable pegs are awesome. So yeah, so far with the M8, as I said, pretty happy with it. It's pretty smooth. Had no issues with the sumping, only the oil transfer like I said. I'm bang on 6 foot. Pretty comfortable to ride. Only thing I would like to change is I'd need some higher handlebars, because it is a bit tough on the lower back at the moment, with them being down so low. And I would also like to get a backrest. But besides that, oh, maybe some highway pegs as well. But besides that, pretty happy with everything at the moment. It's pretty comfortable to ride, good sound system, plenty of storage. Look in there, heaps of room in there. The GPS on it works fantastic. I use it a fair bit because I never know where I'm going. Here's the storage inside the pack. It's quite large. So all in all, it's good to go on long trips with. Probably just need to get yourself a backrest and potentially look at some higher bars. So I'll get out on the road in a minute and take it for a bit of a test ride. I did also fit the Reinhardt 4.5 slip-ons, which gives it a better note. Still not loud enough for my liking. Obviously with the cat still being in there, so I imagine at some point I'll be doing the cam and headers and intake and tuner, but for now I'm pretty happy with it. Being black, it's a pain in the ass to keep clean, and it scratches reasonably easily, but besides that, I'll be back shortly on the bike.
Okay, so back to the review of the bike. I've just done 7,828 kilometres, so nearly 8,000. And yeah, as I was saying, in a little walk around, very comfortable. If you have a look at the gauge there, you can probably see the GPS. It's pretty cool. This is just some local little circuit that I don't mind taking a cruise around here and there. The phone works pretty well. I don't have it connected at the moment. All the speedo gauges, tacho gauges, fuel gauges, nice and big, easy to read. Mirrors are pretty good, no complaints. As we all know, these days with emissions, they come out a little bit too quiet, but there's not much we can do about that for now, apart from doing the upgrades. which will no doubt come once you hand over half your mortgage to Harley Davidson. But all in all, it eats up the kilometres. Like on the freeway, it's great. There's still enough power up in 5th and 6th gear to overtake the big trucks and so forth. You know, 0 to 100, yeah, it's not that quick. I'll be catching up with a mate tomorrow on his ZX9. He hasn't ridden for about 15 years and just bought an older ZX9, a 98 model, I think. It's only done 5,000 kilometres, one owner. So I'll take that for a burn as well to get my adrenaline rush. But yeah, I hadn't ridden for probably 15 years either prior to jumping on this big girl. And once you get used to the weight, they're not intimidating at all. They're a beautiful bike to ride. They're almost like they're on rails once you're up and moving. Slow manoeuvring, like if you have to do a U-turn on an off-camber hill or something like that in a tight spot, yeah, a little bit annoying, takes a while to get used to. Once again, once you're used to it, it's not intimidating at all. It's quite enjoyable. So there's enough power. It's not, you know, balls to the wall sports bike material. But there's enough power to get on and have a ride and get your tunes going and pretty much just escape the world. Kick back, relax, escape the world, see what's going on. I don't know what this mic's like. So I've got the audio going from my Evo at the moment. I'm going to attach that to this GoPro footage and just see how it looks. So it's a bit of a test on that as well. Yeah, this helmet's a bit frustrating because I've done my neck at the moment, so probably shouldn't be out riding with a big, heavy, full face on. But that's all right. That's life. You've got to get out and ride. Everyone has aches and pains. So yeah, this thing, it is really nimble and well, I wouldn't say nimble, but it does handle like it's on rails once you're up and moving. So, you know, if it's something you're interested in but you're scared of the weight, go take a couple of test rides on it. One test ride, you're probably still going to be a little bit intimidated by the weight of it. Put a little bit extra time on it and you'll realise just how easy they are to manoeuvre. Brakes are pretty good when you get on them. If you're gentle on the brakes, yeah, well, not much happens. If you are progressively squeezing quite firm, she stops pretty quick. So yeah, do I regret buying a Harley? No, I said I'd never buy a Harley. They're too big and too slow. This guy's a dickhead. But, and so is this guy. Fucking clown. Excuse my language. But, yeah, I said I'd never buy a Harley. They're too heavy, too slow, too loud, give you a headache. But I must admit, 8,000 Ks in, I'm quite enjoying it. If I didn't have the kids, I would have bought something different. I would have bought a Fat Boy or something else. Young kids, I like the fact we've got the big seat at the back there for them, sort of enclosed. It makes it pretty hard for them to fall off. My boy actually falls asleep quite regularly. Not that I recommend that, but he certainly does do that. Just got to keep an eye down here. There's generally speed cameras, so. So yeah, as I said, nothing major, just a quick review. You know, if someone's looking at the Ultra Limited, seriously, go take it for a test drive. You'll be pleasantly surprised, I think, that once you're up and moving, the weight is pretty much non-existent. You know, it's just counter steer and no problems. She moves around quite well. So if you're looking at one, hit me up. Got any questions about them? Ask a question. Fletch Diner, if you're watching, you're a bit of a champion, mate. Keep those videos coming. It's they're good to watch, buddy. So keep it up, my friend. And that might be a wrap, actually. So hopefully tomorrow I'll get some footage of me and me mate on the sports bike cruising around. Stay upright, everyone. Have fun.